villain thing.
Right.
Most
I mean,
people.
Got a
it was
handful. I got
inspired
a
by your
handful of
idea though. Like you brought it up where without the logic or the understanding behind some of the situations that unfolded, right? Like where the Akatsuki in general shouldn't have lost. Like as an organization, they should have achieved their goal. Like there's like realistically, just pull up nine deep on every tail beast. You probably not even all to tell. You only needed to do it with Killer B in Naruto. Like you could have like two-man teamed every other tail beast and achieved your goal. Simply put, simple. It was, you mean, like it was easy money. Um, it could have been a hero. It could have been a hero.
Who hosting?
Quad.
I hosted last week.
He did. He
That
did.
means you don't hope
Just for
this week.
just for that, you host.
Well, it's like when somebody getting bust on. That sounds crazy, you know.
Yo, I didn't even know where you was going with that.
No, back in the day,
That sound like Hell's Paradise last episode.
Don't just say nothing. I'm on episode 5. I didn't even start episode 5 yet.
Nah, no, back in the day when somebody was flaming and shit, you said you getting busted on. Like if you busted on somebody.
Yeah.
You bust somebody busting on.
Slang be changing left and right.
I mean,
dog.
I'm glad we updated
we-
that. Like, when that was a thing for me, it was like they used to call you the bid. Like that's what it was. Like you
yeah.
bid. Like that's what.
Yeah,
but that's
you
crazy.
they busting on you. Just crazy.
Crazy.
nobody-
I don't even like that phrase.
Don't nobody call nobody Joe no more.
Yeah, like you Joe as shit. That's
Well, no,
a Philly
They
thing.
replace it with the other thing.
That's a Philly thing.
Yeah.
Though, I think.
That's definitely Philly
It's
good.
either you dicky or
Oh,
you
you know
hating.
what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. Because I say shit like that, and then I say John a bunch of times, and niggas be like, "You from Philly?" And I'm like, "How did he know?"
I was watching streams and one of the niggas was in a Discord call with somebody from Philly, and everybody in the chat started spamming John. I'm like, what the fuck? Is that?
Oh, John and Boy is Philly exclusive.
Facts.
All right, so you know the order of operations, Baron.
Hi.
You know, as the host, you gotta command or you gotta know when to tell niggas to shut up.
You gotta drive the dialogue.
Yeah, right.
All right, so I'm not the right one for this job. Then I ain't gonna hold you.
He said, "You team captain." Vera was like, "Oh no, y'all doing this show today?"
Oh no.
Welcome to the TQ Podcast Show. The name's ridiculous.
We know.
No.
I am your host today, Bar One, the Sun God, aka Infinite Crisis.
Welcome
I am
back.
back after damn near I don't know how many episodes, but I have missed a lot.
Three.
A little Hunter
But-
Hunter hiatus.
Yeah, but we back, and we gonna introduce everybody else to my left. Introduce yourself.
Ooh, that's
I
me.
think that's Jay. Is you to the left of me?
Alrighty, I'm to the left of you. TQ Aftermath 115. That's me, your resident. Well, I feel like I only missed like one episode. I don't think, right? So I'm pretty consistent. I think I'm almost always here, right?
You missed one?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Did I miss one?
You was asleep one time, I think. You was asleep one time.
I think I was asleep
Yeah,
one joint.
yeah,
I think I was asleep.
you
But in my defense, I think I passed out though. Like I was hanging on by like a thread. But consistent, always here, coming up with the topics, and we here. We got another one for y'all today.
All right. To my bottom left, introduce yourself. That'll be you, Dean.
Yo, Infinite Ghost, aka Sun Black, on IG, Instagram, also Infinite Ghost. We back for another week. We talking about some real modern anime right now, some real mainstream shit, you know. So stick around.
Nah, I'm saying. Yes, sir. And last but not least,
Y'all already know who I am.
You know the fuck.
No,
going on.
but Phoenix Nade, Quan Nade, whichever one you want to call me. Please, I do apologize for the sudden glowing light from above. It is a bit bothersome.
He's
but,
transcending.
yeah, I'm just simply going through a bit of a small phase of transcendence right now. It'll be complete once this fucking logo right here goes away.
That's what the Elgato, John.
Yeah. Well, once that gets out of there,
I'm gonna put.
it'll stop making me look like a cheap bastard. But that being said, we can happily move on and get into these topics.
All right. So the first
Dean?
topic
Huh?
of
What?
Dean
What?
did.
Yeah,
Dean did.
I went already. Yeah, I went already.
Yeah.
So the first subject of the podcast will be Hell's Paradise. I'm only on episode 4, so I don't got as much as everyone else does. So I just started this shit.
I wanted to start off saying what was everybody's like first impressions like after the first episode.
Let me just start by saying the simplest word. Not the simplest thing, but let me just start off by saying they had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like a good way or a bad way? Like you thought it was like
That nigga was not who I thought he was.
For real? Oh yeah.
Oh,
Agreed.
Oh, you thought it was
Agreed.
you thought it was heartless
Yeah,
murders?
I thought, yeah. I realized he was like, it was like, okay, this nigga's sick of being here. Okay, he a little bit like me. I'm vibing with this. He tried.
Like
Niggas,
just like me for real.
Niggas
Right.
can't get rid of him, but he like, all right. I mean, like, he feeling. Then he came across the Sagiri or whatever her name was. I was like, all right. A little bit of an interview, and then that shit was. She pulled out the blade, and he was like, hold up. She kind of hurt with that.
He started
And
kinda sweating.
that shit immediately, I was like, holy shit. Okay, so it turned out he was a human being, but I did have to make my shout that he lied to me. So I'm not too mad at that. So I mean, upon from that first episode, I decided to just grin and bear and keep watching.
Yeah.
All right, my first impression from the first episode. I was at first. I was like Quan said in the beginning. I was like, he really trying to die. Then after like the third attempt at his life, I was like, all right, something. So he got to be like holding on to something. So it got to be something important to him. And that's when we found out he had a wife and shit. And he was doing it. He wanted to get back to his wife. And,
wife.
wife. Her backstory reminded me of Todoroki.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I'm like, a scar ain't a deal breaker.
Yeah, they said she was ugly. I'm like, huh? Weird.
Huh? What scar?
Which weird.
When I first seen that drill dog, I was I ain't gonna lie. I was mind you, I was watching this joint at the gym. I was on the Stepmaster watching this joint. I was like, all right, let me get this joint a try because I know when I get home, I was gonna go home, probably fall asleep. So I decided to watch that joint. When she was interviewing him, I was like, all right, this is a little strange on how this is actually coming out. Like, what the fuck is about to happen? Then he tried to kill him. I was like, all right, I need this shit to hurry up because I need to be invested in this shit now. Then she pulled the blade out. I was like, this man about to die. And then she started fighting back.
He started panicking.
Yeah, it was from that moment I was like, oh, he not who I thought he was.
Right.
He not who I thought he was.
No, when he one of the fucking whoever was about to like behead him and some shit, and his neck just got like real husky, and I was like, nah, that's I was like, funny. I was like, nah, he ain't trying to die. This it has to be more to this shit. Like, all right, I'm good. I'm gonna watch this joint. But after everything else, when she pulled out the blade and everything started fighting, but the end of the episode, the fuck was that move? Fire and shit. I was like, yeah.
The jutsu.
He nigga really did the Naruto jutsu.
I was like, all right.
He do jutsus without a casting method. That tell you how powerful he is in the Narutoverse.
And he from it's a Iwagakure. That's a village in the stone. He from the stone village. It's an actual village in Naruto. So
makes sense.
That's right, ninjas.
So
he's an actual ninja.
That's my intake on the first, like, my first impressions of seeing the first episode. I fuck with it.
The pilot episode is always it's the introduction, so they got to do it right. For
course.
me, first of all, Gabaru the Hollow name. First of all, the name's solid. The name's solid.
It's
I
solid.
call him
It's a
Secondly,
solid nickname.
the bag. Any character that can get into that bag automatically adds 10. Like it's like all right, clout points. Now you got clout points, right? When you recommend the show,
Yeah.
automatically the show gets 10 recommendation points the moment a character can get into that bag, and Gabaru can get into that bag.
Facts.
The look he had in his eyes, like yo, it's up for all y'all. Like it's up for humanity. Like I'm here to do a job, and I'm gonna do that job.
He be flipping
Now,
switch.
mind you, there's a spooky element about the characters. Like yo, I'm empty. I ain't got nothing to live for. This and the third.
No
And it's like,
emotions.
yeah, when you find out, boy, that because I already knew, right? You know, sometimes I get my analytical bad. I knew he was capping a little bit
Yeah.
because of the way he was describing some of those scenes with the wife. I'm like,
It would cut off like before it got like.
that's
too
what I'm
far
saying. Like,
into it. Yeah.
the way he described the dialogue with his wife, and then he was like, "Well, I ain't want to be with her. I had a different." First of all, if you had an objective, period, there was something. There's something about life. When we get to breaking it down too, like there's a element here. It's something about if you have an objective other than what you was given. There's something that caught your eye. There's something about reality that you're striving towards. You cannot dismiss or denounce that because you gave yourself the objective. It's not like
Right.
if someone told you to go to the store and it's like, well, I want to play the game. Well, there's an element about reality that's drawing you away from the objective somebody else gave you. So you ain't completely empty. So I knew he was capping about the wife, and I didn't know how much he was capping about the wife, but I knew something was suspect with the I ain't got nothing to live for.
To be honest, I thought it was because she was dead.
Yeah.
I thought
something happened to her too.
Did
I
I
thought he
think
was just
so?
sick of
I
her.
don't think I thought something happened to her. I
He's-
just felt like when you say, "Hey, yo, I'm Gucci," like, hey, man, like, I'm good. I ain't got nothing to live for. It's like, is that true? You alive? I don't know how true that
That's what I'm
is.
saying. I feel like something happened to his wife because I said earlier, like the work they at life type shit. If he was living for her and she died, then I would see how you feel that way. Like, all right, fuck it.
Yeah.
I guess that deduction makes sense. I guess my point would have been he wanted to leave his he wanted to he got in trouble for leaving his wife, right? So if that was your penalty, I didn't think anything had. I just felt like he was, but then to me that didn't even make sense in the first place. Like you got in trouble for leaving your wife, but why did you leave her though, right? Like what? Because you described those interactions real shortcut, and that was the penalty. So there's a couple other elements to this where it's like we need more to the story. Something ain't explained. But
Did they get into that in the first episode?
Huh?
I don't think so.
Did they get into the backstory in the first episode? Like what
that
happened?
backstory, of what?
Him and
Well,
his
why he was being executed? He told you why he was being executed.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
he
but-
tried to leave.
I just can't remember which episode was which. So all right, cool.
I think it was like I think that they explained that like episode 2.
I mean, I'm stuck on the pilot. But if we want to get to other episodes, we can break it down.
All right, from the
Look.
first impressions, that's I got another question. How y'all feel about well, they kind of answered this, but like just the main character, in general, how you feel about him?
Fire,
Fire.
like literally fire. Like he has.
He's
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about these type characters, at least for me. Gabaru gives you room to work with because his being a better person is like restraint. Like his being a better person. Is this still like?
It's going against his what he was taught. Going against his ways.
Is this still pilot? That's what I wanted. Is this still pilot?
No.
Or if this is okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Gabriel is the type of character that is exercising restraint. Then that's his methodology. This is how he's becoming a better person, right? Like there was one scene. I don't even want to talk about the scene was fire, but the idea that he's going from totally like inhumane to becoming more human is fire to me. Like I much prefer that than the noodle character that tried to get a glow up. I have to be tougher. I have to have heart.
Yeah,
I can't run away. But Gabriel was like, yo, don't make me kill you. You know what? You done did it. Now you gotta die. Now I was gonna let you slide, but now you bugging. Now it's up for you.
I guess
That's
I
why I
got
wrote you.
How y'all feel about the main character?
Oh, definitely this character is like definitely fire in my book. Like from when he was a fucking baby, bro. His mom and fucking pops got murked, and the fucking boy, he was just like, yeah, this is another sign of weakness.
I
I'm
thought
like,
that was cool as shit.
I was like,
I like that
damn.
nigga.
I was like,
Like,
it's like dad. And as it progresses, I'm like, well, what else happens? So he married his daughter and shit like that, and he told her that he has no type of emotions and nothing like that, and she was like, nah, fuck that. You human just like everybody else. You got emotions. You just not feeling it.
He
So
said, "Take your shoes off." He said, "Hi." Put them right on the side.
but as the anime goes on for me, again, I'm still not even caught up yet, but as it goes on, I'm just learning more about the character and making me fuck with him more. So he got that dog in him, for real.
Got the dog in him.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Got that dog in him.
Unequivocal
Like
dog.
first
Rough.
episode, dog in him.
Bark.
Right then and there.
Moo. Meow.
All right, Quan. I know you say he had you in the first half. So in the second half, like at the end of the game, how you feeling about Gabby Morrow?
pretty much my final conclusions on him right now is he's a great character, just not for me.
Damn.
Damn.
I can't really.
So I got a question for you then, Quan. You don't like the Goody Two Shoes main character. You don't like this type of main character. What type of main character do you like?
He rock with the boy with the scar.
The boy. Oh, you talking about Bakugo 2.0?
Nigga, he got no eye. He got no iris.
See, yeah, I like somebody like him, but it's like, yeah. I think he's more up my alley, but he's not the main character though. So.
Can those type of characters be main characters?
No.
Yeah, they absolutely can.
I would define main character. You mean I'm thinking protagonist?
I'm talking
Yeah, it's pretty much a protagonist. Yeah.
I'm talking about the protagonist, like.
Yeah.
I don't recall a character like that being.
I was just about to say, sidebar. What character was that was a main character? I mean, I guess in like a scenario, I guess you would go with Accelerator.
It's funny to say that, but I mean, it was a side series anyway. But I mean, he's the main character. But fucking Accelerator. Like
I knew that's where he was going with it. I guess you could argue, you could spin it, but even then, I feel like Accelerator is he kind of different though, right? I guess you could argue he's in that mold, but I felt like there was a distinction between what a Bakugo is and what an Accelerator is.
They kind of the same people to me. Like anyone that voice actor plays, their character, character.
Voice actor, I see what the voice actor makes. He's like 80% of the character with it.
He only plays those characters specifically.
Like
so when I hear his voice,
shouts.
I'm like, I know it's that nigga's an asshole.
Why they always got blonde hair? Cause wasn't he the same voice actor for the ReZero season 2?
Yup. What's his name? Garfield.
Yeah. He almost always that archetype. He's almost always that archetype of character. Like they cast him like, yo, loud, abrasive, want to fight all the time. That's him.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, my thoughts on the main character is I like the design. I like how when he fight, he pull up his little joint like this. Every time he fight, he pull up his little joint.
That's that ninja shit.
I fuck with it. He's light on his feet. I like his fighting style. He's strong as shit, but it's like he's not overpowered. Like those monsters and shit in the island.
Oh yeah.
It gets. Dude, this is another thing. This is what I hope we're not going too far. I'm not deviating too far from everything that was lined up, but like I just want to like. This will make it funny to me and yet interesting is that like when it comes to all the prisoners, like there's the power scaling is so wishy-washy that it's like you got niggas that don't fight and then niggas that's just like, hey yo, that like do not approach them.
that one nigga with the cough in his face.
The
Yo,
killing
those
Prager.
designs is just so uncanny, man. Like you had the one I like it's certain little things in the anime that I like, right? If we just talking about the show in general, right? That's the segment where we at with the segments?
I wanted to get into the what y'all think is happening on this island, like the plot of the island, like what's going
Can't
on.
even
Like, got any speculation or anything?
I don't know. I
Uh,
don't know nothing. All I know
I,
is it's loopy.
Cause
personally,
I feel like hold up, man, my fault for cutting you off. But I feel like they drop like little hints and pieces in there, but I don't know where to take it. Like I don't know.
So you think somebody's on the island manufacturing fake deities?
Uh,
That's what they basically said.
that's what I'm picking
Yeah.
up. Cause they're saying like they got half human body parts on the bottom, the top
Yeah.
half is of animals. And
That ninja joint had me crying. So basically, they ain't got no. You know what I mean? They ain't.
Yeah. Bro, I want to point out, I fuck with her. Because
No, gee, I ain't mad at her either. I ain't mad at her either. She had a great point too.
she just
It's like I
disrupted.
need.
bro,
I need a ultra.
you know she got an OnlyFans in feudal Japan. No, like,
Breaking bank.
She got
Breaking bank.
the Kunoichi OnlyFans. That's crazy.
That would be lit.
That's
That would be lit. How
that's
much
how she
money
gets.
Hanada would have made? All right, let me stop. That was somebody's wife. Let me stop. Nah, yeah, I think it was fire. I'm not entirely sure what's happening on that island. I think I think a lot of it is goofy though. Like I ain't gonna hold you. In the very beginning, they would have to kill me, right? Because all this, your highness, your majesty said this. I'm like, ew, old head sitting down better be special, or you better be special for him. Somebody better be special if you're talking to me like this. Like, I need a pardon.
The nigga Aizen,
Pardon me?
that nigga Aizen, he would have came at you.
Yeah, and you see
He's
what
not,
happened to him.
he's not even
You see
him.
what happened to him.
They
He would've came at who?
really had me thought he was him.
Yo,
I'm
that was
like,
the pump fake of death, bro. That was the pump fake of
One of
death,
my
bro.
favorite. That was a hella pump fake. That was a crazy pump fake. That
Hella
was a
pump
crazy.
fake, bro.
They swore that boy was like. He was like you. This the thing, right? One of my favorite things when I'm watching the anime is like one of the first thoughts when they doing the world building. I'm like, how lit would it be if you was in this world? Like, what would you do if you was there, right? When you in person vibing with a character. If I'm Gabriel, like the first thing I say to the criminals, hey yo, who are y'all? Who of all y'all nice, right? Because I'm thinking in the back, like, we can rebel. Like they can't really hang with us. Like it's only I can smoke my guard. I know for a fact I can smoke my guard. Can you smoke your guard? If you can smoke your guard, I can smoke my guard. It's up for everybody here. That would have been because I just not a big fan of that. Your Majesty said, "Bow." It's like, who is my Majesty? Who is boy? Why you Majesty? What do you do?
That's the time of the end. Like, I think it's the president came to
Yeah.
like, Mr. President said,
And
you
if I got powers, you better be sitting on nuclear weaponry. You better listen. You need that. If you gonna say you have this authority, cool. You better have a force and might behind it. It better not just be authority in word alone. Like it better not be no.
That's just how it worked there. You know, like that Shogun shit. Like that's how it is.
You couldn't execute me. That means you can't hold me. If you can't hold me, I'm not doing no prison time. I'm not getting booked.
Then why you get captured? Why you get captured in the first place, dumbass?
Well, you understand his situation, why? But the moment I decided to live for my, like, I want to build a family with anybody in the way getting clipped. Now, granted, he want to become a better player. He don't want to just get rid of people. He want to get the part and do it the legal way.
Jay, once
It'd
again,
been up for everybody there.
How did he get captured?
He probably just let himself get captured.
I'm not buying that.
Yeah, no. I don't think.
They said he killed. He killed like niggas.
20 people.
Yeah,
He killed like 20 people before being captured.
I don't think.
So there was definitely
those people that captured me would have had to been the people that killed me, because I would have went down swinging. Now, we ain't going down like that. Listen, they tried to execute him for days straight. It was not working. The people who would have been swinging swords at my neck and the sword to bounce off, I'd have decapitated him real quick. Then the other fat boy with the ponytail, decapitated him real quick. I'd have got everybody up out of there.
So, I don't know.
And then what you would have did?
They would have had to kill me. They sending me to this island to die anyway. Listen. If it's execution, right, or do what you say, You gonna have to execute me. Cause if I do what you say, you still gonna execute me. You think they really gonna pardon these criminals? You really think they're gonna be like, yo, you gave me that elixir of life, bet you my homie for life. Now you free.
Hell yeah, but if it's that or that, and you can find the elixir for yourself, when you take it for yourself.
That's now I agree with you. I would have that would Bakugo 2.0. I would have, I'm gonna go to this strange island and potentially die for you. Nah, in the joint was bugging with the tie your hands up. She was bugging. I would told Shorty, look, this is not the hill you want to die on. You can't beat me. So all this tie my hands, you better fall back.
Facts.
Before I'm man, you better chill. I want to see my wife. You better. Listen, Gabbro gonna handle it how he gonna handle it. But
you think she can't beat him or no? You think she can't beat him?
No, see, here it is. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. He can easily beat her, but he can't kill her. And because of that, she's capable of beating him, but she can't kill him. So they cancel each other out.
But here's the thing though, right? Soon as she was like all of this, yeah, you gonna have to tie your hands up. It's the rules. I would have looked her dead in her face and gave her the death look. Like, look, you can't.
She also got that it factor in her. It's just when it comes to niggas like him, because she's so nice with it when it comes to niggas like him that he felt death the second she pulled out that blade. When it's anyone else, she just kind of be hesitating.
She got that in her. I salute her. She's sturdy. I ain't mad at her. Go do your thing, shorty. But the moment you start like, hey yo, I'm gonna need you to put them cuffs back on, shorty. You can't beat me. You out here by your long. I could see you being in the camp having some confidence. It's a mano here. You can't touch me.
That attitude not gonna get nowhere though, cause then she gonna try to fight you for it. You kill her,
then
you can't go
I'm
back.
not gonna kill her though. I'm gonna pummel her. Once
he was trying to be nice and kill her silently, like painless.
Yeah, no, he wanted to put her down quietly. She was resisting and all that. I would have just smacked her up a little bit. Bat. Now what we gonna do now?
He tried to kill her silently, and she still countered his attack like the last second. So she liked that.
He needed to be way sturdier than he was. Like put it like this: a key blast wasn't gonna get it. He needed a father-son Kamehameha to put her out of commission, and he like. The fact that I have to use a father-son Kamehameha is like, this is like doing the most. Like I could kill her, but I'd have to tap into a bag I really don't want to tap into.
I think he was tapping to what his wife was saying. He like trying to go by her words. He ain't trying to.
There was a scene. Yeah. That scene was like immaculate. Is where he tapped into the bag where you saw the shorty saw death. Like her blade revealed.
Nigga had malice on his head.
But then his wife, like the spirit of his wife, was like, "Look, we being better. We ain't gotta do this. This a different vibe." Yeah. And he was like, "You know what?"
She helped in that same breath. She held back too, though. She fight her own demons. And you seen it.
Yeah, the shorty was. Her demons ain't got nothing to do.
Every 5 minutes, they gotta let us know that she being groped by invisible hands.
Her demons, is like the first demons Tanjiro fought. Bull got upper moon demons. Bull got a tiger demon. He got a Doma demons.
Don't do that, cause
that nigga with a broke Tanjiro blade. Let's be real.
Baron ain't catch up, but you seen in the latest episode, she was when she like.
Oh no, she was sharp. She was fire. She was yo. What you need? What you need? What you need?
Do you want egg?
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'll take
no,
egg.
thank you at all. No, thank you at all. No, thank you at all. What I was saying. No, I'm not. No, even if they was, I'm good. I'm straight.
Well, I take those scrambled eggs.
What I'm eating with? I ain't just gonna eat scrambled eggs by their lonely.
No, it's fire. A fried egg, like that's the wave, bro.
I need it with something. It's like to me a complimentary piece.
What specifically you need with it though?
I need like a breakfast sausage, and then you slap that on the roll, and then we working with something.
Throw some cheese on that bit.
Throw some cheese on it, American cheese, some Swiss, some French, some English.
French. Yeah. What the fuck is French cheese?
Bro, put meat
I don't know.
on his eggs.
I got an English muffin and a French toast. I don't know.
With American
All I know is,
cheese.
no, yeah, she was fired. Like when it was fighting the giant boy, she was fired. She's
I don't think he could just knock her off like that. I
I
don't
think he could just. I think he has to go like get into.
Yeah, he gotta get into that mode. He gotta get into
get rid of her. It's just for me. It's like, hey, yo, shorty, we ain't gonna do all this.
But
Like,
you gotta
we ain't
understand,
gonna-
when she first got there, she didn't understand the scope of everything. She was still like, I'm a samurai. These are the rules.
That was sheer stupidity. I
Okay,
ain't gonna hold you,
here's
That
one
was sheer
thing that
stupidity.
bugs me about her though, like her whole motivation kind of like bugged me a little bit because she said that she only got into this shit because she just wanted to slice off heads like her pop did.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know if that like it's all the whole, and I haven't seen them actually do any like form of combat training or anything like that. Like I feel like I might be asking for too much. It probably could be just that be the case because I'm like I thought all these niggas was good for was slicing off heads. I didn't know that they was actually like combative.
But they are samurai, so they gotta be skilled with the sword. I think she
Fair
special.
enough.
I think they specialize in beheading and is it weapon testing or some shit like that?
Yeah. They weapon test by beheading, and
Yeah.
and they use
Because they're executioners, though, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
mainly. Like
The whole
that's what I
clan
thought
got
they were.
trained though. I think the whole clan gets training.
Yeah, I think they train like on a daily basis, but they're executioners like for the shogunate. Whenever he say go kill somebody, they go behead him and shit, or when somebody's on trial. But when I was watching it, it reminded me of Junie Tyson. Am I all that? The Zodiac?
Yes.
How does
Yes.
It's
Why
kind
you say that?
it's kind of like a
Because
battle royale.
every prisoner is just
you
like
talking about like the theme? Okay, all right. You talking about like the concept almost? I'm
Yeah.
thinking Julie Tyson.
and
Yeah,
it doesn't even have to be a battle royale. The prisoners just made it a battle royale.
Yeah.
Here's my thing though, right? This is the logic though that baffles me, right? It's like it was such a casual attitude when it's like, hey, yo, nobody that went there survives. And it's like everybody, but that's them though. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Everybody like that minion from the Caleb City video. That's them, nigga. That ain't me. Like I'm
Right.
them. Like,
But if I'm a samurai though, right? If I'm like, hey, yo, did these other people that go was linked up with samurais? Was they nice? Like if you told me just in the hypothetical, right? If you like, hey, yo, nobody went there, came back and survived. Like nobody survived that mission. And I'm like, yo, so who went on the mission? The moment you say somebody like Kakashi went on that mission, my heart started to skip a beat. I'm like, yo, Kakashi went, he ain't come back. It was like, who else went? Oh yeah, Madara went there too. He ain't come back either. He ain't come back. Nope. We got one survivor though. What do he look like? He's just he in a vase right now. You see that flower in the vase? That's him.
See,
Nobody came back alive.
them telling you that information still shouldn't deter you from going because that's just how they is in nature. Like
No.
You,
I agree with you. You can still go, but you must operate with the utmost caution. You don't go and say, yeah, we're gonna like how her whole attitude was stupid. Like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure our success. She literally said whether or not you succeed is irrelevant. I'm gonna execute you if you fail. And it's like, shorty, if I don't succeed, like really think about this. Everybody that came here died. Which you have to survive here. If I don't succeed, why did I lose? It ain't gonna be because you killed me. It's gonna be because something here was too dangerous for me to handle. And if it's too dangerous for me to handle, it might be up for you. So it's like
Might be shit.
it might be up for you. Like this whole idea that, oh yeah, we just gonna make sure they do what they gotta do, and then we're gonna bring them back. Huh?
that's literally their logic.
Yeah,
that's literally all of their logic.
they don't.
Like,
They,
I would need at least. I would only feel comfortable if I sent like each prisoner with like 4 executioners attached to them, because you see what happened. Like, come on. I have to at least make sure my executioner
but
was
look at-
better than the prisoner
See,
they was guarding.
See, I thought Bull in the beginning. I thought Bull in the beginning was smart because he was like, "All right, well, my prisoner died, so I'm getting the fuck up on out of here. I'm not
That
dealing."
was stupid too,
Yo, how could that be stupid? Who
because
the fuck-
nobody survived. You
Yeah,
telling
because
me
they because they were on the mission to look for that shit.
I don't
But
think that. I don't think.
It's not a bad assumption to assume that my person are dead. I'm out. I'm gonna leave.
like what the fuck?
Here's the problem with this, though, Dean.
What
Why didn't anybody else survive?
Because they got too deep in the damn
Yeah,
island.
you can only assume that the things on the island killed them. But if you like, I'm not gonna go on the island. I'm just going dead.
Right, like I'm at the front door. Why the hell would I go any deeper? I don't have to. I can go home.
But this is my logic. If somebody told me, hey, yo, everybody that walked in that building, nobody came out with a survivor, I'm going to not walk in that building thinking I'm going to be able to leave kosher. Now, I don't know if he died because he let his guard down. I don't know why. It seemed to me he was way too casual on that joint, though. He walked in like...
that shit was bullshit as fuck. You saw what the fuck they had to deal with, and I'm still iffy on how they escaped. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Is it some fucking...
I mean, it was like almost like a...
That was some Captain Jack Sparrow on steroids thing.
Nah, what is it? What they call it? You know, not a MacGuffin.
Chekhov's gun.
Not Chekhov's gun either. It's something else. What you say, Quan?
Deus Ex Machina.
A Deus Ex Machina. Like there was no boats available, and then it was like, oh. Don't know who was on that boat prior. Y'all boat got destroyed for even coming out here. So I don't know how any boat was intact. Now you could argue that the monsters was like, here go a boat to get back on the island, and it's like, yeah, we definitely not leaving this, John.
Yeah, but we had like a building analogy. So everybody into the building will come out. But if you enter the building and you with a group of people and everybody go up the steps and you just start you're starting screaming shit. You on the first floor and nothing happening. You're like, oh, I'm out. I'm not going up them steps.
Yeah, the front door right there.
Yeah.
And then you open the door into another room.
Well,
Also,
yes,
jujitsu
but you gotta try to leave. When you go up the steps with them. You gotta try to leave.
Listen, I'm not mad at. I just think Bull let his guard down. I don't think Bull took it serious. I think Bull was like, I'm gonna just escort him. He gonna get smoked because he ain't really that fire. Then I'm gonna be out. And it was like,
well, what boy you talking about?
Someone who had multiple weapons.
Yeah, with all the weapons that had the weapon fetish.
Yeah, the prisoner had a weapon fetish, but his executor was like, yo, whatever happened to him. I'm out immediately after he get clipped.
Yeah.
And then we saw him on a broken boat when the other the little black just shorty John that you thought was a nigga, and the boy tried to
a dumb nigga.
Then the dumb boy, when they tried to leave, they found that first executioner.
That was him.
Yeah, that was him.
They probably would have been able to leave if the John just was like, just go with the waves, bro. Just go with the waves.
He might have been able to escape. I think he let his guard down. I think he thought the mission was sweet.
Yeah,
I think he thought.
exactly.
I mean, I just feel like he had the most logical mindset. Like, it's like, look, everybody dies when they go on this island. My prisoner died, so I can leave.
If you wasn't stressing it, you shouldn't even have went. I wouldn't have went as an executioner. If they
don't have an option. You don't have an option.
Yeah.
Shogun tell you to go, you just gotta go.
The Shogun say go, you going.
If you say no, then that's death.
How do that Shogun like bet? Mm-hmm. You better watch you making your team.
And that's why you're not a Shogun.
Huh?
And that's why you're not a Shogun.
But no, that's yeah. You better hope I'm not. You better hope I'm not close to the Shogun. It'd have been up for him.
Yo,
it'd have been up for him. The decapitation and all that. I know how to decapitate people. You think I'm not going to catch him slipping? He gonna be.
You're gonna have to trade blow. You know what you're doing? You trying to play for honor with the whole enemy team.
Yeah.
No, I won't. I'm gonna frame somebody else. I'm gonna frame a criminal. I'm gonna bring somebody in his presence.
What are you talking about? You're in a
You're gonna assassinate the Shogun.
I'm gonna work with the criminals. I'm gonna work with the criminals. Boy, we'd have been in that camp. Right? I'm like, yo, I don't really vibe with this mission. So as soon as you jump off, so I'd have told Cabro, look, bro, I got you. I listen. We about to replace. I got another Shogun. You know, in the running.
This plan would have been going all so solid until the shorty prisoner would have been like, you. That shit would have been like, I got a body to catch, but I mean, like, What's a one pit stop real quick?
I don't know. I hope I wasn't assigned to her. That'd have been trouble.
You not Akihiko with the blade. That nigga was a little too relieved
Nah.
getting his rock off.
Then he walked
He
away
was-
like
that was-
he walked
That's
away
what I'm
like
saying. Like, he was relieved to say.
Yo, that was. Will couldn't even see. Like, Will was blind. That was the time of his life.
Cause like Akihiko.
Do he not look like he just got 2 scars on his eyes, but he got that Akihiko
That's
cut?
definitely Akihiko, bro.
Yo, that's crazy. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is, if I was any of the samurai, any of the criminals, you're not sending me to an island that nobody returned from. The Lord, or samurai told you what to do. I don't give a fuck.
You're not talking.
Then why did you become a samurai to begin
You're not
with?
talking. You don't got the right mindset.
Samurai to get nice with these.
Yeah, and if you got nice, you gonna think you him.
Huh?
And if you got nice, you gonna think you him.
But even if I thought I was him, I wouldn't tolerate being sent to an island where I'm watching prisoners. Like, huh? What? You what?
Jay, you gotta think about it. You're a samurai. You don't got the right mindset. It's like when people say, if I was back then with the slaves, I'd have fought back. They had a mindset.
You say that
They had a
if
mindset.
you have a samurai that was undercut. You have a samurai that infiltrated the samurai system
Yeah,
just to release a criminal that was in there.
that was his brother. Yeah,
That was his brother, yeah. Like,
So when you add the context element to it, I would have been the samurai. So you think all samurais is
no,
on the will of the shogun? I don't.
They all have their own like thoughts and process and everything. But if you're raised as a samurai, you're gonna do what the shogun tells you. That's just your mindset.
Yeah.
right, that's a whole ass code of honor. Jay, they have shit like seppuku.
Yeah.
You kill yourself.
I would have been with it though. I would have been the bull. I would have been the bull where you put like this. You have rules, right? And they're like, all right, this is what happens when you break the rules. I would have been the bull you tell that to because I would have been thinking about breaking the rules. I'd have been like, huh? What happens? So what happens if you just run off on the plug? Or they search you down and smirk you and all that? Then I'm like, all right, bet we're gonna figure out. Like, all right, thank you for giving that information. In the back, I'm plotting, boy. I don't even know if that shogun would have been alive, if we being honest. If we gonna call
Why
it
not just get the basic training and leave?
the basic training and leave? I mean, I don't know. I probably you right. Actually, get the basic. I don't know if they would have let you leave though. I don't know.
Yeah. You probably would have. You would have been better off having connections at that point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But like I said, I would have just been working with the criminals. I'm gonna call it spade a spade. I'd have been working with the criminals.
Yeah, me fuck that.
That's literally working with the criminal. Like literally, like, hey, yo, shorty, to keep it a spade is spade. I'm gonna go to bat for you. Like this, I don't even know how you incarcerated. Like I don't even, these is trumped up charge. No, we gotta get you right. We gotta get you free.
Well, yeah, because
Criminals, like, hey, yo, Gabaro, like, what happened with your situation? Yeah, this is. Oh, you just trying to get back with you? All right, bet. All right, I'm gonna need you to do me a solid though.
How you know he not lying?
Huh?
How you know he not lying?
How I know what? I don't care if he lying. I just need him to kill the shogun. Like, you know the Kunuchi Joe? She was like, my past. I don't care while you about to do this mission. I need you to do it. So is we on board? And I'm gonna need some other things.
Bro,
all right. So I want to
That
say
was that.
something else that this reminded me of was the Dark Continent from Hunter x Hunter. That's all. That's all.
oh,
Facts.
true.
Facts.
Very true.
And when you say your notes, did we go over all your notes for the show yet or no?
Pretty much. My notes were all just fucking general stuff, like with fucking. Yeah, I said shit like it's just general stuff like Bakugo is atheist because he does not give a fuck about the praying killer.
Hell no.
And in all caps of episode 3, what the fuck? That was when that big ass fucking statue thing came out.
Yeah, that was a pump fake of death, bro.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Tomorrow, yo, them fucking.
No,
monsters, bro.
when that big ass thing with the ride on its side had stood up. and like everybody was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Bro.
And I'm sitting here thinking, and this made me realize another thing. Like, okay, so I'm going. This is where I say like the power scaling is all over the place, and what makes it so funny and interesting is like you got niggas like fucking Bakugo that's like he's just a thief, but he's smart as shit with his adaptation.
With a big ass hammer or big ass
But
bat.
I didn't think he was strong enough to fucking kill them big ass things with
yeah.
one shot. Like that nigga husky and shit.
No, caught me
He
off
gotta
guard,
be
bro. When his brother said he always makes the right choices in the right situations,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it kind of made it seem like he was gonna leave his brother, and then he came back and
Yeah.
saved him. I was like, okay,
That
Oh,
was,
yeah.
that was clever.
You got
clever.
some cool points for that. I thought he left his ass.
And I wouldn't have blamed him either, because his brother annoying as shit. But that's neither here nor there. And one nigga I fuck with the most is that samurai nigga that cut off his hand because he's smart as shit.
Bro,
He was like, I'm just here to fight strong.
That's the fire character element, John, right there. When he realized what that was and said, did anybody that's willing to remove a limb on some like, what?
He did it
I really only need one hand, if we being honest. That was fire to me. That was fire.
Without hesitating too.
And then everyone saw that shit, just fucking like that big ass rod thing just stand up. His immediate response was interesting. I'm like, yo. He said, don't put me in any situation. And y'all put me in a situation. Now y'all about to find out. I fuck with him so much. He don't even care about being on the island. He like, once I get out of here, I'm gonna cut down that nigga house, hold my skills.
Oh yeah, that's some petty shit.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was vibing with it heavy though, like across the board.
Yeah. That nigga was petty though. He said you can't beat a dragon. He said what? And chop he chopped the nigga's fist down, his gate down. Like, what the fuck?
I'm like, do not test me. Do not test me. I might be drunk, but I'm still him.
He said when he get back, he's going to just his whole joint in half, his whole mansion in half. I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That's petty as hell.
Also, my last note was fucking it was retaining to episode 5, but it's not spoiler related. It's pretty out of context. It just says the Overwatch Genji origin story is crazy because that nigga's name was Genji.
What's nigga name? Oh, that was the
that was the nigga that was like, you can't do this, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're a woman.
The sexist nigga.
Here's the thing though, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't even super mad at him because of how she was conducting herself up until that moment. Like her and the other boy was like, hey yo, the any hesitation gonna get you smoked out here. Like if you have to be on your P's and Q's. Now there was a sex element. Like you should be home just making babies. I don't even understand how you want. Like, I don't even know what you're doing.
You're a woman.
They so petty with that law that they like, oh, you wanna.
Here's the other. But here's the other little like element to it. Like if you want, like with the nobility angle to it, right? Or just being noble. If there's a sinking ship, but we have a raft. Who are the first people to get on the raft?
Women and children.
Yeah.
So the logic is we just don't want them in danger. We don't want them in this position.
Yeah, I completely understand that.
Like, for me personally,
yeah, if my girl on that, like, nah, you get back in the. Not even because you can't do this. I don't want you out here doing this.
I mean I feel like it's two elements to it.
They do that kind of shit here.
She should have showed them like off rip. I'm really Himothy. Like all of this, like.
Nah, but they do though. He said, Bull said it on his deathbed. He said, yo, we ranked in order of like the beheadings, but her rank was lower because she's a woman. But he said other than that, her skills are second to none. He said that.
Yeah.
So he knew how skilled she was. She was just hesitating.
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody saw the potential in her. It's just like, hey, yo, like until you realize it, it's like it's spooky. Like for me, I wouldn't. So here's the way I look at it, right? If I'm bored, it's like, hey, yo, this place is super duper dangerous. It's like if you play around, you might die here. Like life could be better off just not even coming. Now, boy, obviously, it don't even make a difference in the grand scheme of things because you can't just leave. Like there's no escape rope. Like you ain't just walk into this location thinking I could just teleport back. No, that ain't it. So,
I mean, you don't know what's out there, so he probably had the same mindset. I'm gonna just sail back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he can go home and take a bath at
That's
that.
why I said it was like the boy in the beginning was smart with it because he was like, all right, well, I mean, like, it's some weird ass shit on this island. I'm gonna get the fuck out the island, and then he came across a fucking Cthulhu beast and was like, well, this is bullshit.
The Loch Ness monster of that bitch.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. The moment I got there, though, I had to go get the elixir. I gotta go get the elixir. The moment I got there, he keep talking about the code of honor. You'd have been a samurai. You'd have been raised correctly. It's like, maybe, hopefully, depending on the background. Some people got the like. You grew up in that samurai clan family joint, and you one of them. Some other people, I'm imagining, wasn't. Like I could have been like a homeless boy that a samurai decided to take care of. I learned these skills, this and the third. And he was like, "Yo, I need you to make sure you put these skills to use." I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't rock with the shogun. He responsible for the death of my family."
That's treason. All that.
We want to need you to get in. The black John, right? Like imagine you have her story, but you a samurai or whatever, and it's like, yo, I don't really rock with the shogun. It's up for him. Yeah, man. That's been my energy. But
other than the shogun being like incompetent, the samurais have no reason to. Because you're raised under the shogun, it's like he's like your.
He was evil though. The shogun was evil. Like
he's selfish. Yeah, selfish as fuck.
Yeah, he's selfish. I mean, him being fat as shit kind of says it all. Like he's an ugly bastard.
So I could see a bloodbath. Oh yeah,
I thought that was pretty neat.
I thought that was pretty neat.
I just never seen a character so excited from watching a fight. Like it was like, oh, really? It's kind of interesting.
That's gonna do it for Hell's Paradise. Anybody got any final thoughts on that? Or we gonna move on?
Looks like we can move on.
All right.
So the next anime would be. Got the name of that shit already.
Oshi No Ko.
Oshi No Ko. That's something I didn't even start yet. So I'm gonna let y'all have this one.
All right. So
I know the first episode took a little bit of time, for everybody because it was like 2 hours. Damn, it was a whole ass movie for the first episode. So
damn.
Yeah, I'll prepare for it though. So, my initial thoughts on that, John, was when I'm watching it. It went from the first act was like him being alive. I don't know if Baron want to mute or something like that. Right? We about to spoil this.
No. I'm gonna still watch it. I actually want to hear about it. So, like,
all right. So it goes from him being alive, and then I'm like, okay, cool. And then like the inciting incident happens with him, and he dies, and I'm like, okay, we're going here with it, okay, and then where are we going from here? And then it kept going, and like I feel like 75% way through, I'm like, I don't know which direction this shit was going, bro. And then I don't know what's about to happen, and then like at the end, like when it's like a major spoiler, bro. I really don't see it, but when the murder happened. And like he had that look on his face, like when I get my fucking revenge, I'm gonna kill him with my bare hands. I'm like, oh, we going here with it.
Yeah.
Everything finally clicked for me at that point. Because before then, I had no idea what was like. I thought I was just watching like a slice of life, like idol, singing along, dance pop group. I'm like, okay, this is cool, but like, where are we going with this? And you know,
yeah.
So what is it like anyway? So, just like, how many episodes are out right now?
There's currently about 5 or 6. One of those two.
It's 5.
Okay.
5. So
but that
like
first John like 2 hours long though.
Yeah, because it takes like it's a lot of shit that just happens. It's like it's like shit just keep happening, and then when you get to the main point, it's like all right, now it's established. But basically the premise to explain it well, it's a revenge story. And on the side of the revenge story, it's more of a deep dive into what happens in pretty much the main media industries of like idols and actors and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like it's those two things happening at once. Uh, I do find it very very funny that this nigga is like, I'm gonna find a nigga who killed her and ending with my bare hands, when they literally said it on the news report that this nigga killed himself after stabbing her.
Huh.
Well, no, I think no. He was talking about the person who he felt was responsible. Like he didn't consider the random super fan ultimately
He
responsible.
feel like somebody
Like
somebody set him up.
Oh,
Yeah,
he
somebody
feels
said
like
emotion.
somebody sent that bull after her.
Yeah,
What you saying?
yeah.
Okay, that makes
that was his
that,
issue.
that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more
This is
sense.
why you do one of these type situations and break it down. Because Quan was about to look at this show and then like, what's wrong?
Who is he
Like,
trying to kill?
fixated.
That's
And
yes.
this
That's
is
what had
already
me cracking up the whole time. Cause I'm like, every time he was getting into the moments where the eyes in his light was shine black, I'm just like, bro, like, do you not realize like, you looking real stupid right now? It just had me giggling every time. But it's like, okay, that now I understand that. Now I understand that. But yeah, I think uh the way they dive into like pretty much they go into the general thoughts and stuff. Like for me, it's generally interesting how they talk about what be going on in the industry worlds and all that stuff like that, because I like that kind of stuff. Like I like to see those kind of perspectives and things like that.
Yeah.
Like
Oh no, that was fire. Like my favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes off rip was when it was like the like the had the manga artist.
yeah, and
talking about
she
getting
was
the
distraught
To
and
me, that
shit.
was fire. To me,
I
that
was
was
like, yo,
fire.
how often does that happen? I know that's how all these niggas be when they get these shows adapted into an anime. Like,
I'm gonna be honest though, right? I like the show, but the problem that I have is what one YouTube video did before I even watched this show, right? When they called the boy Aqua the new Light Yagami, I said,
I saw that thumbnail and I was just like, get the fuck
huh?
no,
I said,
no. That's
what?
why I tried to tell you no, no, he is not.
I'm like, what? The new Light Yagami? Let's get it. Let's get it started. We get into that
He got
joint.
fucking faded.
I'm like,
I'm not mad at that though.
I'm not mad that he isn't the new Light Yagami. It's just seeing that video in juxtaposition to what I was watching. I'm not mad at Aqua, right? I vibed with it. But you can't, the clickbait gotta stop. You cannot say the new Light Yagami. I'm like, oh, why we working with something? And then it's like,
He might.
Idol fan.
I mean, based on the story so
Idol
far,
fan.
chill. That's just the context of the situation. But based on
No, I ain't mad at him. I'm sitting there, Idol fan. Yo, when he do this?
I can see him doing some big brain shit in the future. I can see.
Oh no, I think he's intelligent. I think he on the mission. Like when I saw him get into that bag, when he sat down and said, "Yo, whoever responsible is up." He was in that bag. I'm like, oh, all right. He just don't tap into that bag enough. I need him to get into that. He playing the big brother role. That I'm acting. He really. They deserve. What Lil Durk said? He deserves an Oscar. He trying to get an Oscar. I need him to get a. I need him to get a Hammy, and he trying to get an Oscar.
I mean, he climbing his way up. That's the way I see.
Doing improvisation, like he out there, he on the stage, like you mean doing Romeo and Juliet. Boy, I need you to get in that bag, bro. I need you to step up, be him, going to school and all that, being a child. I need you to.
You think he gonna catch a body?
He has to.
He said he has.
Energy. I need him to get into that bag.
The nigga that's responsible basically got him killed too. So I mean,
oh yeah, that was another thing he pointed out. He was like, "Hey yo, it's been a grip since they found my body."
Right now, his energy, like it's like, yo, I'm on a mission, I'm thoroughbred and all that. I just need to see the Nagito eyes. Like, just give me a couple Nagito eyes, catch a body, and we working with something. I need him to get spicy.
Well, Quazar was caught me off guard too. They said his body was never discovered. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like, bro, at that point, like, I'm like, hold on, let me go home real quick. Let me go home real quick.
That's hilarious. I mean, your property would have been seized. Like after you didn't pay your property would have been seized.
But I would have hit up all my relatives like, hey, yo, I'm low key not really dead. I would have at least
be hella awkward. That would be hella awkward. I'm like, well, who young boy? Who young boy? Why your eyes look like that? You look like what's up with you? Like, the eyes in this show is crazy. The eyes, like the windows to the soul, they are crazy.
That window had the galaxy eyes. I'm like, is that full-time? Is that full-time dragon?
The show, I like it. It's just weird though, right? Because it's like you're watching it, and then it's like the act is. It's like you
in the show.
Like I can't really explain
funny.
it.
Yeah, that's funny as shit. It reminded me of one anime I watched in the past where like it was an anime, but she was watching an anime, and it was like literally just the same quality, and it was like what?
That's what makes it funny to me. Like you had the manga production studio, you have them like, hey yo.
Bro, did you peep they was on Clip Studio Paint?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, they actually doing this, talking about. Yeah, on the ones and twos, I'm gonna need you to do this. And it's like, yo, this is fire. This is right here is fire. But then it's like in my head though, I just need boy getting Barone background, right? Barone not even Barone background. I need the Nagito. I need the Nagito. Aqua gotta catch a body for the people. He gotta catch a body for the people. He gotta see one of the people that got a clue or something, and he gotta torture the clue out of the ball.
I don't know if you're gonna do it though, bro.
He said something. Yeah, that John, she was a slide. Yeah, she was fire, wasn't she?
I think
I'm gonna look up like who you talking about. You know the idol John. She was a pass around. That was fire. And then Aqua gonna turn up like what you say? And then he just gonna see the screen pan over. I'm going to start strangle ball. Like get him.
He definitely going to do. I can see him do something like that because like he was in that limo. Like I got literally nothing else to live for, yo. Like that told me
the
like,
bull got
hey,
you.
yo,
Look, bull got you killed. Got your mom killed. You gotta do something about it on the strength, which is kind of weird though in the grand scheme of things. But you gotta do it on the strength. I can't really even fathom that being reincarnated and having my memories. That is weird.
And it's not even that
weird.
You reincarnated as the child of your favorite person.
That's weird. That whole concept crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you call it? Like, what do you call it? Like isekai or like?
I don't know what that is. Reincarnated as my idol's favorite child. Like I don't know what that is.
And then it's like you don't want to go around stepping on the table like, yeah, I'm more than just your child. Like I'm Super Gerber.
Super Gerber. Like imagine, I can't even fathom that. Like imagine coming out as soon as your vocal cords stabilize and all that. Yeah.
Because they did that immediately with the jaws. She was like, yeah, I'm a make a scandal. Like, yeah, I'm a set her up. Like they ain't paying me enough for this position.
I don't know if I would have played This Is the Divine, This Is God talking. I would have probably just kept it a buck. Like, yeah, that's not the wave. That's not the wave, huh? That's not. You heard me? What I gotta repeat myself?
You're a baby.
I'm gonna have speaking to you. You ain't going crazy. It's legitness. You know what I mean? I'm him.
Legit.
I'm him. I'm him. I'm playing with you. I really does this for real. You ain't never seen a child like this. Human form is limited.
I got a question for y'all too. Then, Brian, first you ain't watched Oshi No Ko, so I can't ask you the question. Out of those two anime, which one would you drop? Which one would you continue?
That's easy.
That's easy.
Between Hell's Paradise and Oshi No Ko?
Yeah.
Is this it?
I don't like this question.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's it.
How that was animated was fire to me though.
This don't look fire.
I know. Listen, reincarnated as my idol's child. That joint is hard. It's cool. I think it's done well. But Gabbro hop into that bag like more frequently. Like he do.
I don't want to answer this question.
You don't answer.
Huh?
I don't want to answer the
I
question.
don't want to answer.
I
this
mean,
question.
I'm only going off what I saw so far, and based off what I saw so far, it's like you in one anime, bull doing the things, and another anime is like it's more of a slow approach. But Gabbro getting that bag.
I don't.
He-
I don't.
Go ahead, Paul.
I can't.
He'll
I
decapitate you.
I can't.
You got
I can't,
ninjutsu.
Like for me, like I feel like Hell's Paradise is gonna be like one of those shows that's like it's not. Is it shonen? I don't think it's a shonen.
I don't think so.
It's fire.
It's like
I know
it's
that.
borderline. It's borderline. It's
It says
borderline.
borderline.
Just take out the gore, and then it would just be shonen.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. I feel like Oshi No Ko might reach a higher peak than Hell's Paradise. I
hate to say that just because you said it, I feel a little vindicated now. Because I thought, like, hey, I mean, like, everybody was rocking with Hell's Paradise, but it's like, I'm not that much rocking with Gabi Martin. And it's like,
how do you feel? How you feel about Aqua?
Aqua? I still think he kind of goofy for what he doing. But like he,
goofy. That's crazy.
like I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling to fully process.
That's Aqua, man. That's Aqua.
All right. So my question to you is, why do you think he's goofy? Do you think he's goofy for pursuing revenge, or do you think he's goofy for pursuing?
For not watching the news. He goofy for not watching the news that day. They said that nigga killed him.
He know the person that actually did, the person that stabbed his mom is inconsequential because he believes somebody set that up.
And on top of that, it's the same nigga that pushed you off the cliff.
This is an example, right? If I ordered, Quan, who should be? Let's take Omega Boost for an example, right?
Okay.
Yuki is coming to kill somebody, right?
Okay.
But she was paid to do it, right? If I'm the person she's coming to kill, who should I be more mad at? Somebody put a hit out on me, or the person that's performing the hit?
This goes from this answer specifically varies from person to person. Because me, I'm gonna be mad at the person who did it. So yeah, I'm gonna be mad at fucking Yuki doing that shit.
But if the person who did it dies, then you still want your revenge, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, not really. I guess. I mean,
but just an example, right? Let's say the person that hired.
It don't matter at the grand scheme of things, because it's basically like if I go after the person who set the hire, okay, I killed them, but I still want to off the person who fucking committed the act.
But here's the thing about that: if the person that committed the act initially is dead, you can only go after the person.
Okay, all right, okay, all right.
But I mean, if you feel like boy goofy, you feel like boy goofy. I ain't mad at boy. It's just it'd be like, oh, he trying to get an Oscar. Like that's cool. You know what I mean? Like he trying to get is it a Grammy or Oscar? I forget. Which one is it? Which one?
Grammy is music.
The actors, they deserve Oscars. He's like, wait a minute.
I thought
what did he say? I forget which one it was. He said if they actors, but they deserve Grammys. And he was like, wait a minute, that's a musical award though. That's a compliment. You said you're denigrating them by complimenting them. I would say this. I like Gabbro. I ain't super crazy about him, but I think he hop in that bag more often than Aqua hops in that bag, and that's where I'm at with it right now. Like you acting is dope, right? But I would much rather see a decapitation.
I mean, he gotta work his way there though. I think if this was a lesser show, he probably would have killed the guy that killed.
Yeah, he would have. If it wasn't delving into the industry, then he probably would have caught a body like on episode 2.
And I ain't really big on the idol stuff either. So it like because the sister Ruby be like Max and Ruby be like, yeah, I want to become an idol just like. Like
it's not even like his thing. He just being an op. He's like, yo, I can't let her do this shit. I'm
on the same wave though. Like you just seen what happened to such and such, right? Like you You still
And she
want
like,
to do it.
I don't even care. I'm gonna do that shit.
It's not even a good career path. But it was like I was sick when I was in my original body. Now I got an opportunity to be an idol. I ain't gonna pass it by. Okay, do you?
And it was her mom's last thing that she wished for her to become an idol. And that's the same thing for him. Like he didn't want to become an actor, but he said, in part, he doing it because his mom, that was her last words to him. Like, you can become an actor, and he like, I guess, cause like
It was
I
a
ain't mad-
pleasure thing because it's
I
like,
ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. It's just
you just be mad at it.
I ain't mad. He said I ain't moved by it. Let's say that put like this. I ain't super moved by it. Like I ain't mad at it. Like I'm watching the show. Like I will continue to watch it. It's just I ain't super like it didn't grab me by the chest and yank me forward. It was more like okay, all right, I see you. It's just Gabber like the whole Hell's Paradise. First of all, the world building. Like now I'm not entirely sure how that works with the reincarnation angle in the idol son reincarnate isekai.
They had world building on that joint. They had Twitter, they had YouTube on that joint.
it's literally
That's
the real
life.
world.
That's real life.
But that island and that setup, I'm more interested to see what new characters get introduced in juxtaposition to other actors and other musicians.
Will there be new characters introduced?
I think there's gonna be people on that island.
I think it's gonna get loopy. And then if we're gonna be honest, how the last episode ended, if we're gonna be real.
Oh yeah, but that location could be abandoned. Like the people there could be long gone.
Oh no, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about that other thing. The other thing.
Oh,
you remember the other thing? When they just walked out, they stumbled
they
on
ain't
that.
making they ain't making babies. They were there. They were there.
Yo, the brothers walked up and said, "Hey, yo, what's that? Oh, that's that. What they doing over there? That's what they doing on this island.
That's how they get down over here.
That's how they get down there. Although that look that they gave him, I would have been spooked. If I was excited when I saw him, once they gave that stare, I would have no longer been excited. I'd have been like, oh, I don't know about this one at all. I don't know about this one at all. But nah, yeah.
Well,
Hell's Paradise fire to
Like,
me.
I
I
think
like
Hell's
it.
Paradise is gonna be like an even good all the way through.
Yeah.
Fully like rotisserie all the way. Like I mean,
It's well adapted. It's well adapted from its manga.
But I think Oshi No Ko going like when they get to that peak where he getting close to finding out who the killer is or who to set it up.
It's gonna be a heat fever. It's gonna be a fever.
I'm gonna be mad as shit having to wait till next week.
This show remind me of Erased. It reminds me of
Yeah, yo, that comparison is crazy now that I think about it, because there's a slow stroll with Erase too that I wasn't. I mean, I was kind of pissed off at the end because the shorty couldn't wait, but you don't want to put nobody's life on pause.
Yeah, it might be Erased. It might be of Tokyo Revengers. It reminds me
Tokyo.
of Steins Gate a little bit. Just like trying to figure out.
Yo, that I see where you're going with that. I see what you're going. I can see that. I can see that. Although Tokyo Revengers boy was killing me.
Takamichi.
Oh, you still alive?
That nigga.
I'm still alive. What does that mean?
That nigga girl
tell
never up.
What does that mean? He's still alive. I think he plotting on killing you, or he plotted on killing you. If somebody asks you still alive? What you doing here?
That almost like
Didn't your apartment blow up? Damn, what you what you was at the storeroom when I sent that hit? Huh? That killed me. I never get though, because everybody got like whatever type of hairstyles. I never get boy had the glass with the slick hair.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, you still over here? Damn, I'm gonna have to order another hit, ain't I?" He just standing there looking at him. Another hit. What could that possibly mean? What? Like, boy, you want to cut them pot. They just gonna get rid of you, and you talking all of this nonsense. You're goofy. You're being goofy. And Aqua would have never went for that. Aqua would have looked at that boy and said, "Oh, he knows something." And then do he got the blicky on? At least tell me he got the blicky on him. He got something, a pocket knife. He got something that it could go down. Like, Oh no, I mean if he a great actor, he gonna talk. He gonna try to talk his way out of it.
Yeah.
Like, what you mean by that? Oh no, of course not. I don't know.
Oshi No Ko about to get spicy, bro.
You said I'm about to.
You can bet some coins on it.
It's about to get fun to me though. How that last episode ended is about to get like funny, like goofy, funny type of situation. What he
Oh
said?
yeah, fucking what the fuck's her name? That shit was funny as shit. Frill Shiranui. Like, the whole classroom was Dicky and all from
She's an
They-
actor.
they was
and
thinking-
like yo, you're like, what do you do? I just go to school. Oh, all right, keep at it then. Had you feeling crazy? Listen, no, but boy said, yeah, I was talking about that because at the end of that episode, boy told him, yeah, I need you to do me a favor. What's that? I need you to get in that dating simulator, huh?
He
I need you to
said
go-
dating simulator. He said reality
It's a
TV
dating
show.
show, yeah.
A reality dating show. Like, what was it? It's the real life one is what was it? Dating naked. I forget. It was like one. I forget one of
Dating
Blind
naked.
date?
Yeah, that thing that was so goofy. You got, I don't know what's wrong. People be horny. People be weird. You got
Horny
naked and
self.
afraid. It's like, what's up with people in clothes? They just don't want to wear clothes now. You got whole shows where the whole theme is you not wearing nothing. Crazy. Although naked and afraid is kind of uncomfortable because you out in the like
Yeah, that sounds like
In the wilderness.
yeah, you out in the wilderness trying to
Drinking
survive.
me on
Yeah.
pay.
That joint be tragic. White people is crazy.
All
You
right.
hop right in there.
Let's move on to this next one.
All right,
What's the next one?
Demon
Demon
Slayer.
Slayer.
Oh, fire.
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
gonna watch it.
Did we all catch up to the latest episode?
I'm on
What happened?
God damn it, bro!
But I have been seeing spoilers on Twitter, so
Listen, all I gotta say is it's getting spooky for niggas. Like, so spooky that it's like, yo, like, something gotta happen.
is it the first upper moon in the joint now? Like
What you say?
the first upper demon is in one of the episodes because it's been a lot of cosplays on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere that I've been seeing.
Well, that's the speculation. Based off the information available, we're assuming that you say you've seen the first episode, right?
Yeah,
At the end of the first episode, you see him standing there. And
yeah, the samurai bull, right?
yeah, we're assuming that they're one in this. It's hard. Should I spoil you or no?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna still watch it.
All right. Well, at the end of the first episode, the nigga standing there is a doll. It's like a training dummy, and the training it's a training dummy. It's not a real person.
They capped you up on that. They capped you up on that. They 52 fake out.
The training dummy is based on a swordsman from 300 years ago.
So the bull in Tanjiro's dream, that's not bull.
We assume that it is. Because the doll is based off of a swordsman, and the swordsman from Tanjiro's dream is who we're assuming it's based off of. And we're also assuming that the upper one is him as well.
Yeah, I just assumed that was him. Like right off rip after I seen him,
Yeah, dog.
and I was just like after seeing that, I was
hold
like,
up. Oh, I can't even say that. I can't even.
no, you go ahead. I'm gonna still watch it.
No, I'm not talking about content that was shown us. So
Jay
I
got
will-
manga. They got manga.
Yeah, Jay read the
information.
manga, so he like.
I didn't read the manga. I just seen clips and other things. I didn't read
On
the
YouTube,
manga.
right?
I see multiple clips, nigga. You went out seeking that shit, nigga.
No, I didn't. Look, here's the thing. I technically, that's technically true. I didn't want to learn about future episodes. It's difficult to explain. It's like I went to the store, right, and I wanted guacamole chicken nuggets, and I saw like like something else was on sale. I didn't go to the store to get. I went to the store to get guacamole chicken nuggets, and I seen this at the store. I didn't pursue it. I just stumbled into it. You know what I mean? Like the executioner in the John, right? He didn't stumble into. He stumbled into that. He didn't plot on it. I don't think, right? Like the Akihiko blind boy.
Nah, he
I don't think he did. I mean, he couldn't see, so I don't know how he plotted on it.
nah, he definitely didn't. He knew he could feel it.
Yeah. Uh, so far, fire. I don't got no. I don't really have any
One thing
complaints.
I can definitely say, like, like, is like these fights are great, right? But they'd be even better. Like, it's just like a lot of the shit that the demons have is crazy, and it's like I feel like it would just be so much more believable if these niggas just if their powers weren't just imaginative breathing. Like, it's
Oh, you
like,
talking about the demon slayers?
yeah, demon slayers, yeah, the demon slayers. Like, the fact that it's just breathing and them not actually using elements, it kind of take away from the fact that they're not actually like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they
It
just
look good
regular
though.
niggas. Like, they just really cool. They just really
But that
So
that
you
for
they
feel
me,
sharp,
like
that for
sharp
me,
regular
them
niggas.
being normal swordsmen, like take a little bit away from it. That's how you feel.
Yeah,
that adds
yeah.
it to me because it's like these niggas are regular with swords fighting demons with actual
But I feel like
powers.
Guanho energy is what they fighting. Like you
Right.
telling me
Like,
there's
listen, listen.
I'm thinking he's mentioning the suspension of disbelief component. It's you have regular people fighting monstrosities, and the way they're fighting this monstrosity, he would much rather prefer what he's seeing on screen actually be there. That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking he's saying.
yeah. Cause it's like okay, I'll give Tandro for being clever as shit. Like that's one of his main shticks. Like, he's clever as shit. But you're not gonna tell me that a nigga has shit that's capable of cutting through literal ass diamonds, and then he just tanking that shit. It's like, what?
I personally feel you, Quan, but it looks so good. I don't even care. Like
I don't
it be
listen.
looking so good.
I can't.
It be
That
like
kind of get on my
what?
nerves. That kind of bugs me.
Like if you like when Rengoku was fighting Akaza, he had a whole dragon appear. If you telling me that didn't move you out your chair like that, that
It
sit
did.
on-
It did.
and that's the crazy part about what Quan's saying in the second season, right? When Tengen fought Gatoru, right? The brother,
Yeah,
those explosions was real. Like
They were, yeah.
what you seen on
yeah,
screen
nigga had bombs in
from
his hand.
him, from what you seen on screen from Tengen was legitimate. Like he wasn't faking it. That was what you seen on screen. That was legitimate.
Yeah.
And never good when Goku fight when like towards the end it was like a big ass fiery tornado and like if it's not really fire breathing he's not really using flames. What the fuck is that?
I don't know what am I watching? Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I understand where I'm coming from because the suspension of disbelief angle. You want there to be magic, like you want these people to be doing magic because you see,
I mean it is
like
magic. They're
well, no,
using
you
breathing
want
to stop
demon
poisoning.
slayers.
They're using breathing to stop poisoning. Nigga,
Like, come on.
that's amazing. When Goku got punched in the chest and he clenched his stomach, the whole Akaza fist in his
Yo,
stomach.
that was crazy. That was crazy.
That's magic.
You understand,
That is-
understand how strong Akaza was. Akaza could punch people with helmets off, right? When he punched Goku, he tried to pull his arm. He said, "What the heck?" He said, "Hey, bro, you understand how incredible that was? It's not that he punched a hole through him, right? And like Rengoku was still standing, right? Rengoku, if somebody punch a hole through your sternum, I bet money you won't do nothing else."
but nah. I'm
Right,
gonna die.
like, nigga, I'm in Mortal Kombat finish him stance. What are you talking about?
Hey yo, Akaza said, "Huh? I punch." He said, "Where I punched it?" He said, "He holding me." What the? And then I don't know. DM right. Quan also right. It gotta be. It is magic because when Akaza swung, Rengoku caught his fist with his hand and blocked it. And Akaza said, "Huh? I'm a demon." Like, and the nigga caught my face with his bare hands. He ain't blocking with the sword. He said, and then grabbed him with his like inside body. Yo, that's crazy.
Then Tokito used to miss breezing, bro, and that shit looked so fucking smooth. That nigga said,
It do.
came through with the swiftness, bro. That shit, it just looks so fucking clean. Even
That's what I'm saying. I understand what Quan's saying. It's not like actually real, so it's like seeing it. It's like all of this is make believe, but it's fire though. Like it's fire. Zenitsu lightning effects. It's not supposed to really be there, but you can't tell me when he goes zap those, it ain't fire.
Okay.
only nigga who don't got effects is Nosuke. The nigga just got like regular blades, like.
Yeah. I mean, but he be and I got a bunch of respect for Nosuke. Like he earned the most respect out of all the people in the group just on the strength that he taught himself. Like that to me, he ain't have a sensei. The boy was just in the woods putting in work. Somebody ran down on him. He said, "All right, we getting busy then." And then in his dream, it was Underling 1 and Underling 2. That joint still to this day got me laughing.
But it's definitely some like they had fucking muscle mice. Like that's magic, man.
That is magic.
It's not traditional.
I agree. It got to be magic.
I mean,
do you believe in magic?
Even if the effects or like the elements are not real, it's I think it still accomplishes the same goal as if it was real. Like,
I give you that.
Like people, if you didn't tell people, if people watch the show and they didn't know that the effects, the magic wasn't there, they'll watch it and be like, he's actually swinging with fire. He's actually swinging with water. Like this nigga fucking artistically, Demon Slayer just on another level, bro. The directing in episode 1 with the whole Muzan shit and then Infinity Castle, he upside down, dropping the water, it's going up.
Yeah, that shit was so good.
And it's before the one they bag on that Demon Slayer, bro. And,
hey, look, that's just a Tuesday for them. When do they miss? Let's be real.
They've been on the roll since forever, bro. So.
Right. They so much in their bag that that niggas like Mappa like, nah, we gotta catch up. We gotta catch up. Fuck the bullshit.
Yeah, that's difficult to catch up too. I ain't even gonna hold you. How clean it look. It be looking real, but
Mappa I feel like Mappa had the lead for a while, and it just and Mappa not doing bad. They got Jujutsu Kaisen, they got Hell's Paradise, they got
I also want to just sidebar. I also want to put. I think because I don't know. I don't even know if this was ever on a podcast, right? But I think what happened was watching Attack on Titan the other day. Gotta put respect on Armin name, like because when you go back to the beginning, Armin been smart. Like Armin Ben was making the deductions. Armin Ben, like the decision. When I went back, like when I really thought about it, like him versus Irwin was an actual debate. Like that's a legitimate, authentic debate. That's not just ponytails and fairiness. Like that's legitimate. So put respect on Armin name. Because when you go back. Now, mind you, I was still tight because when y'all still manipulated me that one time, like Armin was right there, just in panic mode, like, oh my goodness, it should have been me that got eaten. It's like if you don't get up and get spicy, get busy, if you don't do something to make it worth your while for living, I can't never rock with you. But when you go back and watch it, Armin was the one making deductions. Like Armin was the one thinking, like, well, wait a minute, if he did this, why? Nah, that ain't it.
Always Armin, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like when niggas watch Attack on Titan, bro, and they see Armin,
right. I'm giving you the credit.
I don't know. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about just in general. I watch a lot of reactions to the Attack on Titan. And almost all reactions, like in the beginning, Armin is like the least favorite character. Could you compare Armin to Mikasa, Levi, and Eren? And he's not traditionally likable. He's like Zenitsu, but like less panicky.
Here's the thing, right? In that world, if you saw, I guess because if you the soft member of the group, it's like, well, no, he's soft. Like we can't rock with him. But here's the thing that gets a little spooky though with the like it's weird. I agree though. Armin, there was an element to Armin like, yo, he's soft. But then it's like, well, no, but he the one making the deductions though. Like he analyzing the situation better than everybody else. Like Eren almost stupid. He just all like I hate Titan. I'm gonna kill him all. Like
Well,
And then Mikasa, whatever Aaron do, I'ma do. Like,
well, Mikasa got that badass factor too, though. She got that badass factor, like.
Yeah.
But Levi was fired from the jump. Like Levi was fired from the jump.
Frame one. You right.
Frame one. You ain't never. When they say, hey, "Yo, Squad Levi," the only squad that like really put in that work. Like, and then when they was fighting Annie, when she was in the Titan form, Annie, remember, she's had the like she's grabbing everybody.
Yeah, these are here.
Like, Annie was like as the female Titan, she was working everything right, except Levi.
Splattering
Levi, when Levi pulled up, it's like, yeah, yo, I'm not one of them. Like, I know you just did my squad filthy, but I'm not them. It's like, as soon as I put my hands on you, it's over for you. And he was, if it was just them in the woods, there would have been no more female. If it was just Levi in the woods,
should have got respawned.
What was the joke? If you see me in the woods fighting a bear, help the bear. That's it. That's Captain Levi and the Titans. If you see Levi in the forest with a Titan, help the Titan. You're not understanding. It's Paul Aston in the forest. He was running. Like, I really picture this, squad. Zeke was running away from Levi.
Levi,
yeah,
He was
that
running
was
away from him. He said, "Yo, Zeke, where you going?" He said, "The bull behind me dangerous." Like he getting bad. Dean. Yeah, respect my Armin name.
Appreciate that.
Levi had Titans running away from me.
My boy Armin.
Yeah, Armin, but respect on his name.
Thank you all for coming to episode 15, right?
15.
15. I'll try to be back next week for sure. When I come back, I should be caught up on everything. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on that post notification bar and
follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok.
We should make a Twitter.
The two Twitter niggas not making the Twitter.
I'm gonna look at the other Twitter person.
This happens every week. Y'all have a staring contest. I have a staring contest every week. I bring it up. It's like,
bro want me to. This nigga want me to balance 32 accounts. Like, I could do it, but I'm gonna be heavily inconsistent. Don't question my post.
I crazy part, but I don't even be that active. But I got you though. I'm gonna Team Quazar podcast Twitter account officially. Do we want the check mark? The check mark.
I mean,
that's only if you want the benefits that come with it. And it's like, I don't think we really need that because we only kind of using it to post. That we had an episode up. Like, we're not posting the whole podcast on Twitter or shit like that.
Hell no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Dean, send me the clips. I'm trying to get the TikTok up and popping again.
Oh yeah.
So
I seen like the last 3 Jones. Like I seen you. I sent it to you.
I gotta. I'm gonna post some Jones probably like tomorrow after I get off work.
All right.
But this has been the TQ Podcast Show.
Hold on. Before you exit, anybody got any final thoughts, some niggas?
Final thoughts? I recommend watching all the anime suggested. Like, I don't even know why you're not watching them.
You should be watching.
Yeah, you should be watching all of the above. I would recommend all of them.
Haven't like caught up with Demon Slayer or the other joint. This joint right here,
mayonnaise.
But like from the way this joint looking, I'm definitely catch up. But Hell's Paradise, fire.
Cinco de Mayo. So yeah, we'll try to since we're all caught up, we'll try to do like have smaller segments, just like going over the episodes each week.
Yeah,
that is the plan.
So this was like the catch up episode where everybody reacting to everything at once and catching up. And then next week we have regular topics and a little segment about the episodes that came out in the previous week. So look forward to that. I bet if it goes, that's Aftermath on my 5. That's Phoenix Unade, yeah, and that's Infinite Crisis.
So we out.
Peace.
Peace.